has to be done at the JHS level when the students are now forming what they have to do when they enter into the secondary schools. The existing literature suggests that the number of graduates, particularly females, and you know that females, the world over, we are 50.28%, which means that we are more than the men. But the females in STEM-related careers is inadequate to fill the ever-increasing job opportunities in STEM fields. Even though females outnumber males in the world, research has revealed that we occupy just about 25%, and that was in 2015. And in 2019, this figure rose to 26% of all STEM professions. Isn't this rather disturbing? The Department of Commerce in the US has indicated that females with STEM degrees continue to be underrepresented in STEM jobs, although they keep on improving across the wider economy. Female students in STEM programs at the university level attain self-awareness from their cultural influences on gender roles, expectations, and stereotypes, and impact their STEM major choices. Self-awareness can influence people negatively or positively, depending on the stimulus incorporated by the individual. Thus, people close to female students like parents, teachers, or individuals in their immediate environs influence their self-awareness and affect their career path. And that is why if you continue to listen to those that tell you that you cannot do it, you end up believing that you cannot do it. But I'm here to add my voice to the Vice Chancellor of KNUST and to our politician from UK that yes, you can do it. Apart from biological, health, and allied sciences, where women account for over 50% of employees, they are still less than 40% in other STEM-related fields. For example, the Labor Department has indicated that America's engineering jobs are the least participated by women, 16%, followed by computer programming jobs, 21%, mathematics-related jobs, 25%, chemistry-related jobs, 38%. So you can see, when we break down STEM, we are not doing too well. Accordingly, Quest and Minio and Higgins in 2013 also said that on the shortage of females in STEM-related fields, the result of women's mentality to STEM-related fields are not because they are not able. Further, the women in STEM in 2019 suggested that they perceive engineering and computer science fields as uninteresting and are thus dominated by highly studious male enthusiasts with only 19% participation of females. So interestingly, a group of us believe that science is not interesting. But I believe that by the time the week ends, that perception would have been cleared. Then there is the unconscious gender bias. The American Association of University Women buttresses that unconscious gender bias is a significant barrier to girls' progress in STEM, pointing out that early education plays a critical role in girls' development and sets the stage for their interest, confidence, and achievements, particularly in STEM. Now, how do we unlock our fullest potential? My dearest students, to unlock your full potential in STEM, you must first believe in yourself and have the confidence to pursue your dreams, regardless of the obstacles in your path. You must cultivate a strong work ethic and a thirst for continued knowledge. Secondly, the importance of building a strong support network cannot be overlooked. For young women to thrive in STEM, we need a community that believes in our abilities and a community that encourages our aspirations. Unfortunately, the Ghanaian context often presents unique challenges. While families and communities are typically supportive, there's a pervasive societal underestimation of girls' capabilities in STEM. This can create an isolating environment for young women who are passionate about STEM. We must therefore be intentional about fostering a supportive ecosystem. Mentorship programs specifically tailored to mentoring girls in STEM, such as we are witnessing today in the 2024 Wistem Camp, can be instrumental. Pairing young girls with successful women in these fields can provide invaluable guidance, inspiration, and a tangible example of what is achievable. Moreover, peer support is crucial. Creating spaces where girls can share their experiences, challenges, and successes with each other can build a sense of camaraderie and mutual encouragement. Schools, communities, and organizations should facilitate such platforms. It is also essential, ladies and gentlemen, to involve male allies in this journey. Men who champion gender equality in STEM can play a significant role in creating an inclusive environment. And I'm happy to have Professor Kemaso here to support us as our male ally. Their support can challenge stereotypes and create opportunities for girls to excel. By investing in mentorship, peer support, and male allyship, we can create a robust support network that empowers Ghanaian girls to overcome obstacles and reach their full potential in STEM. Let us commit to building a Ghana where every girl has the support she needs to become a trailblazer in STEM. In any field, and particularly in STEM, you will face obstacles. There will be moments when projects will fail, theories will be challenged, solutions may seem out of reach, but remember, every setback is an opportunity for growth. Resilience is key. It is through these challenges that you will build strength and character. Embrace failure as learning experiences and let them fuel your determination to succeed. Now let's talk about developing a growth mindset, which is crucial to your journey in STEM. Where there are both immense opportunities and significant challenges, a growth mindset becomes even more vital. Embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Step out of your comfort zone, for it is in those spaces of discomfort that true learning happens. Be open to feedback and use it constructively to improve and innovate. In STEM, this means experimenting, learning from your mistakes, and continuously evolving. Remember, every successful scientist, engineer, or technologist has faced and overcome numerous obstacles. Your willingness, dear students, to face these challenges head-on with a mindset oriented towards growth and improvement will set you apart and propel you to greater heights. My dear students, from 30 senior high schools, no journey is made alone. Throughout my career, I have been fortunate to have mentors who have guided me, peers who supported me, and students like yourself who inspired me. Likewise, I encourage you to seek mentors who can provide guidance and support one another as you navigate your educational paths. The bonds you form with fellow students and educators today will be invaluable as you pursue your future goals. 30 schools. What it means is that at least you can have a friend from each of these schools. You don't know what that friendship, that relationship will become in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, who knows. Finally, believe in your own potential. You are here today because you have already demonstrated incredible promise The fact that you are in STEM is a testament to your ambition and drive, trust in your abilities, and the unique perspective you bring to the field. Your voice and contributions are vital, and the future of STEM will be shaped by the determination and creativity of young women like you. As you embark on this exciting journey over the next few days, dear ladies, I urge you to be open to new ideas, engage with your peers and mentors, and most importantly, have faith in your own capabilities. Do not be afraid to take risks, to fail, and to try again. Remember that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Your potential is boundless, and your journey in STEM is just beginning. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to inspire our young ladies here today. You are the future of STEM in Ghana and beyond. You are the pioneers who will break barriers, shatter glass ceilings, and redefine what it means to be a woman in STEM. Your dreams are valid, your aspirations are attainable, and your potential is limitless. Surround yourselves with mentors, seek out role models, and never stop believing in your abilities. The road ahead may not always look easy, but it is one worth traveling. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, will shape you into the leaders that our world so desperately needs. Ladies, let me remind you that the journey is not just about personal success. No, it is about making a difference in the world and using your talents, skills, and knowledge to create a better future for all. The world is waiting for you, and I have no doubt that you will rise to the occasion. Thank you, and may this camp be the beginning of a journey that takes you to new heights, higher than you have ever imagined. See you at the top, where you belong. Yes, you can. I once again congratulate the organizers for a successful program, and I thank you all for your attention.
Let's do it better. Wonderful. I am really inspired, and I'm sure you are inspired too. So just to summarize what Prof said, to unlock your full potential, you need to believe in yourself and build a strong network. So because of that, let's just use like a minute to introduce ourselves. Just introduce yourself to the person sitting right beside you. Get to know the person. Ask for the person's name, the school she's coming from. Because Prof said the network you build here is what will get you to where you want to be. Yes, a very quick one. Wonderful, wonderful. Some are not doing it, so I can see you all. Okay. Wistem. 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 Wonderful. So let's take the documentary that we couldn't take. We have 2 videos more. So let's look on our screen and watch the documentary. Then we'll take the set of presentations. Media team, please help us.
Hi everyone, my name is Wistem Camp, and I am proud alumni of Ifeakolia Film Girls Senior High School class of 2019. I'm here to tell you about how I had the opportunity to be part of Wistem Camp, and I'm here to share my journey with you. First time I heard about Wisdom Camp was back in SHS, where my school was invited to join the camp. So I got the opportunity to be selected. And one thing that really stood out for me during the camp was the fact that they were being called professors in talk. Like, I was so interested in it. So I got curious about it. So I started asking questions along that line, like, how do you become a professor? How do you become a doctor? And it was really fun. I would say this didn't just really boost my confidence in STEM, but actually helped me in making decisions giving me the opportunity to be open-minded alongside the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I think my four-year degree was actually followed by that because my program of study wasn't based on whether or not there is employment rate, but it's actually like and something I wanted to explore. And I'm really thankful because Wistem did stir up that seed within me. And I can't wait for you to also join on this.
Hello people, I'm Hamdia. I was a student from Ifiakobi Ampem Girls Senior High School and I completed in the year 2019 and I joined Wistem by being selected by our quiz coordinator, Mrs. Ifiakobi Ampem. And I have evidences that shows that I really went for the program. I went to the program for the first time and this program really impacted in me. I was motivated, I was empowered as a girl child. This program has really helped me in my academic journey in uni, and I entreat all girls to participate in this program. Thank you.
My name is Grace Pokwankwa, an alumna of St. George College Senior High Technical School. My school, being less endowed, had the privilege to be part of the 2019 Wistem Girls Camp on KNUST-TEK campus. Talking about my experience, we were given a project and I was lucky to present for my team. This has helped me to build up necessary skills like public speaking, slideshow presentation, and teamwork. And I'm very glad students are going to receive this extraordinary impact this year too. See you!
Can sing a great fox. Ready, go! Great fox, we care for our children, so we stand for the well of the bright child education with dedication and diligence, with unity and perseverance. We shall educate the girl child for national development. Let's start all over. Great fox. We are not doing the action. Action, yes. We stand for the welfare and rights of the girl child with dedication and diligence, with unity and perseverance. We shall educate the girl child for national development. My favorite part. If you educate a man, you educate one person. If you educate a woman, you educate the whole nation. So we stand for the right of the bright of the girl child with dedication and diligence, with unity and perseverance. We shall educate the girl child for national development. Let's give it up for ourselves. You can take your seat. It looks like some schools don't know how to sing it. Don't worry, we'll learn it before we'll learn it before the program ends. Okay. Okay, so moving on to our next presentation. We are going to have a presentation on transforming opportunities for girls through gender-responsive STEM education. And it's going to be done by Mrs. Aya Ayete. She's the head of production assurance and the customer care at Stanbic Bank. She's very passionate about STEM, and she has worked in Stanbic Bank for 14 years and was the first female system administrator at Stanbic IT. It means she is a pacesetter. So let's give a big round of applause to Mrs. Aya Ayete.
Thank you so much. Wistem.
Together we inspire generations.
Wistem.
Together we inspire generations.
And to the song, it's so clear that if you inspire a man, what are you doing? Yes, and if we inspire a lady like you and I, what are we doing? A whole nation. Yes, thank you so much for having me here today. So passionate educators gathered here and bright young minds. Permit me to stand on existing protocols. Yes. And I must say that it's an honor to be here today and to read this speech on behalf of our CE, Kwamina Asemeni. That means that he's strongly behind driving women and ladies and girls in STEM. Yes, so he sent me here to come and read this on his behalf. Yes, so I'll just proceed as she already introduced. My name is Aya Aete, and I head the Production Assurance and Customer Care Unit at Stanbic Bank. That's it in IT, yes. And I'm a proud STEM advocate. I started a journey in IT where nobody knew where I was going or what I was doing. But today it makes sense and it's clearer to everybody. So it is possible. If I have been able to, you can also as well. This occasion is more than just a gathering. It is a celebration of potentials, a commitment to progress, and a significant step forward in our shared mission to empower the next generation of women leaders in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. STEM education, as we have all come to appreciate, is not just a pathway to higher demand careers. It is an investment in a bedrock of innovation, economic growth, and a societal advancement. However, despite the vast opportunities STEM offers, we are acutely aware of the gender disparity that persists. Girls and young women continue to be underrepresented in STEM, not due to lack of interest or ability, but often because of systematic barriers, stereotypes, insufficient encouragement, and resources. At Stanbic Bank, we believe addressing this disparity is not only a moral imperative, but also a strategic necessity. Empowering girls with the knowledge, skills, and confidence to pursue STEM careers does not just transform their lives. It is an investment in the future of our communities, industries, and the world. Passionate educators and bright young minds gathered here today. This is where gender-responsive STEM education becomes crucial. It acknowledges and addresses the unique challenges girls face in STEM, from societal expectations to classroom dynamics. It means creating learning environments that are inclusive, supportive, and tailored to meet the needs of girls. It means providing mentors and role models who inspire them, equipping them with the tools and resources to succeed, and fostering a culture where their contributions are valued and their potential is nurtured. Through initiatives like this bootcamp, we are taking concrete steps to create such an environment. We are not just teaching girls about science and technology, we are helping them envision themselves as scientists, innovators, engineers, and leaders. I'm particularly pleased to share that I had the privilege of training, mentoring, and working with two beneficiaries of the VC Sansol project and the Stanbic Dream Chasers community, Olivia and Desiree, as interns in my unit last year. I must say that these women showcased their immense potential, reaffirming my belief that indeed the future is feminine. It's also worth mentioning that Stanbic Bank has so far delivered 250 laptops to enhance STEM learning resources at KNUST. Yes. I would like to extend special commendations to the executives of Wistem for envisioning and bringing this initiative to life. This bootcamp is more than a series of workshops and lessons. It is indeed a transformative experience. Over the next few days, these bright young women will engage with cutting-edge technologies, explore new concepts, and tackle real-world challenges. They will learn from experts and from each other, gaining the skills and confidence they need to excel in STEM. But the impact of this bootcamp extends beyond the individual. By empowering these girls, we are planting seeds of change that will grow into a more equitable and innovative future. Each participant has the potential to become a trailblazer in her field, a role model for others, and a leader who will drive progress in her community and beyond. As Stanbic Bank, we are deeply committed to fostering gender equality in all spheres of life, and we view this bootcamp as a vital part of that commitment. We understand that creating opportunities for girls in STEM is not just about education. It's about dismantling barriers, challenging stereotypes, and building a more equitable, inclusive society. This is why we are dedicated to supporting programs like this that empower the girl and the young woman to pursue their passion and realize their full potential. To the young women here today, you are the future. I'll take this again. To the young women here today, you are the future. The knowledge you gain, the skills you develop, and the confidence you build during this bootcamp will go a long way and also open doors for you that you may have never imagined. Embrace every challenge. Ask questions. Stay curious. And remember, your potential is limitless. And your contribution to the world of STEM is not only welcome, they are essential. Whether you dream of becoming an astronaut, software engineer, data scientist, or a medical researcher, your dreams are achievable, and we encourage you to pursue them with confidence. Consider the journey of the many young female professors and doctors gathered here this morning. And again, they are not only professors and doctors sitting in their rooms, but they are here encouraging and pursuing the journey of STEM. Or in a better word, advocating for STEM. Dear young lady, your aspirations are within reach. To the organizers, thank you for your unwavering commitment to this cause that you have put together. Together we are making a difference, and together we will continue to break barriers that hold girls back from pursuing their dreams in STEM. In closing, let us remember that the work we do today will shape the world of tomorrow. By empowering these girls with the right tools they need to succeed in STEM, we are not just investing in their future, we are investing in a brighter and more equitable future for us all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your commitment. And thank you for believing in the power of gender-responsive STEM education. Let's make this bootcamp an unforgettable experience for us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aya. It's definitely going to be an unforgettable experience. And thanks to Stanbic Bank for always supporting us live the dream of inspiring generations. I hope you have been inspired. Yes. Just by the sight of them alone is enough inspiration, isn't it? Yes. And they are saying that you have to develop a growth mindset. Know that there are no limits to your potential. And once they have been able to achieve, definitely you would also be able to achieve. Thanks once again for that insightful speech. We are going to take the next one, and then you can ask your questions. And so I am happy to invite a seasoned professor to take us through AI and STEM education. You have heard about AI, right? Yes. And you are using AI, applying AI in most of your school activities, aren't you? Most of you are not really using it in the best ways you should. Okay, so now we have a professor here who would help us shape our understanding about the usage of AI to advance the development all of us want to see. Before I call him, I would want to acknowledge the presence of Professor Marian Asantua Nkansa. Do you remember Prof. Marian Asantua Nkansa? She was the keynote speaker for last year's camp. Those of you who were here, you saw her. She's the Deputy Director in charge of Housing, Directorate of Student Affairs. We would also want to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Bernice Piazza, who is the counselor at the College of Science. Counselor at the College of Science. So anytime you have any issues or anything you want to talk about at all, she is happy to receive you. Thank you so much for coming. And so Prof. Francis Kemaso is from the Faculty of Mechanical and Chemical Engineering. As we speak, he is the Dean of the faculty. He has expertise in bioenergy technology, energy planning, and energy policy, has consulted or managed projects for UNIDO, UNDP, EU Energy, UNESCO, everything UN. I think he would be able to answer any question relating to UN. I'm sure he will be able to answer. Put your hands together and let's give him a warm welcome. Professor Francis Kemaso, to give us knowledge in AI in advancing STEM education.
Hello, good morning once again. I feel a bit odd here. Like, as the women kept hammering on women, gender. But then I look around and I realize all those managing the technology here are men. All the cameramen. We have cameramen here. There's no camera woman. So I want to challenge Wistem at the next boot camp on the basis of our affirmative action law, Madam Provici. At least 50% of those manning the cameras should be women. I'm challenging you. Thank you very much. Okay, I have a presentation. I think they are trying to load that. So for the purposes of today's presentation, I am the energy team lead for the Responsible Artificial Intelligence Lab. I'm here for real. So my scientific director was supposed to be here. Unfortunately, he has to be in Senegal this week, so he asked me to come and represent him. At the lab, I lead a team that is using AI to try to look at solving some energy challenges. But today we are going to talk about AI in education. Yes, please. All right, so this is the outline of my presentation. I'll first introduce you to RAIL briefly, look at some of the thematic areas we have, and then we go through an intro to artificial intelligence for those who may not be familiar with this, applications of AI in education, and then some challenges and ethical issues. So the Responsible Artificial Intelligence Lab, RAIL, has a goal to promote the responsible use and deployment of inclusive AI. So here, it's very important, inclusive AI. That includes everybody here, all of you, especially women, by African communities to address the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. So the inclusivity is very important to us, and that's why we also have the name Responsible in the name of our lab. We try to be very responsive and to be very inclusive by bringing in women into everything that we do. Now, our objectives are to strengthen the capacities of our researchers and then other AI practitioners in the responsible utilization of AI. That's very important to us. And in the lab, we are focusing on the complex interplay between energy and environment, health systems, food security, and assistive device development in the support of the most vulnerable communities in Ghana. And we want to influence responsible AI practices and policy, and so we've been championing a lot of activities in Ghana and contributing to the AI policy. All right, so in the lab we have these key themes. We have the health theme, we have the agriculture theme, we have the energy theme, and then we have the responsible AI and inclusive technology development theme. So in agriculture, for instance, some of what we are doing, we currently are developing an app that would help farmers detect plant diseases, for instance. And so for something like this, a lot of data, as we'll get to know soon, when dealing with AI, a lot of data goes into developing a tool which a farmer can use to take a photo of a plant disease, and then the app will be able to tell the farmer this is A or this is B, and then you need to have chemical A or chemical B, spraying it at, in these quantities to be able to solve some of this. In the energy space where I lead, we are trying to use AI to predict energy demand for rural communities in Ghana, so that, for example, if government wants to extend electricity to, say, our island communities, they wouldn't have to do a lot of work. But with the AI, they can be able to quickly get to know what demands will be, so they will be able to meet those demands. So what is AI now? For those, I know Rail has been working a lot with some of the secondary schools. For some of you, we've been organizing, we have robotics clubs, we have other AI activities going on. But for those who may not be very familiar with this, artificial intelligence is the science of making machines that can think like humans. So whatever you are able to do, if you can train a machine to do it, we have realized that they can do it probably faster and do more than we can do at a particular time. So AI can do things that are considered smart. Okay, they can process large amounts of data in ways unlike humans. So we train them with what we can do, but they can take over and do even more than we can do. So when you hear the word smart, like in my field, there are like smart meters, because you have some AI components that make them unique in the way they work, right? There are some, AI, you do see and feel AI all around you every day. For example, there are some sensors that are able to detect when it's dark, so they can bring your street light on, and then in the morning, the street lights go off, right? You have sensors that are in these lights, installed in these lights, that will be able to do this. So you already feel AI all around you in your everyday life. But the goal of AI is to be able to do such things as recognize patterns, make decisions, and then to judge like humans. And that's why we are always emphasizing responsible, to judge like humans. When they begin to judge outside of the human scope, we don't know what will happen. So we want them to be able to judge like humans. So they identify patterns. So maybe we see all the people wearing blue here, develop some codes that can be able to tell. So in this group, how many people are wearing blue from this group, right? So patterns like that can be determined. And they are programmed to learn and improve from data. So AI uses a lot of data in what it does. All right, so there are different forms of AI. I won't go into that very much, but you already know some of these, like the narrow ones. You know Siri, right? You know Siri, and use Siri every day. So that's AI at work, very simple. So if I tell my phone now, hey Siri, call Anthony Andrews, mobile. So Siri is calling Anthony Andrews. You can see it, right? Yeah, so that's AI at work. In simple terms, I hope he doesn't call back. So in simple terms, that's AI, right? So you have these very simple ones, but then there are also some more complex applications where we want them to try to reason like humans, to be able to remember, to be able to reason, and then to come out with some complex systems in the future. All right, so yeah, he's calling back. I told him not to. The key technologies in AI includes like machine learning systems. These are algorithms that can allow computers to learn from data. So for example, spam filters. If you have an email address that receives emails, for example, an email from Stanbic Bank, for instance, maybe it's it@stanbicbank.com, then somebody wants to deceive you, so he might do something like it@ istambicbank.com. It's very difficult to detect that it's IT at iStambicBank. So that's not coming from Stambic Bank, but from iStambicBank. They want to deceive you. So there are systems that are developed to be able to filter these ones and then to put them in your spam so that they don't harm you. Because if they come into your inbox, you may mistake them for Stambic Bank and then they may harm you. So that's there are deep learning systems, image and speech recognition, like I just did. So when I set up my phone at first, I was told to say a few words, and then from there, Siri knows my voice. Anytime I call on Siri, Siri responds, right? So you can have systems like that as well. You can have both robotics. So you have robots. So in the future, we have a robot coming here to do my presentation. Maybe I don't know. I may be doing something, and then a robot comes here, takes my PowerPoint, and then gives it out. Maybe in my voice, right? Might be a bit weird, but we are heading there very soon. All right. So now let's look at the applications of AI, and then we'll come into these applications. So in healthcare, diagnosis, personalized medicine, drug discovery. If you read a lot, you realize that AI helps a lot in the discovery of a vaccine for COVID-19. Pfizer, one of the big companies that developed the vaccine, use a lot of AI systems in doing that. So AI is already being used in healthcare. In transportation, there are cars that can, but our roads are not very good for those. But if you go to advanced countries where they have very good roads, nicely mapped, with all the geographical coordinates intact, you can have a car drive you nicely from here to St. Louis Senior High School. You just sit and relax and be browsing your phone as it drives you there. Those are some of the things that AI can do. In entertainment, you already know, if you have a Netflix account, based on the pattern, based on the kind of shows you like to watch, the AI system can recommend shows for you because it knows you like romantic comedy, so it will recommend romantic comedies for you whenever you switch it on, right? So they study your behavior and then they use that to try to recommend what they think would be suitable for you. And then also in education. So now let's move on to some of the applications in education. So AI can help us a lot in our education, STEM, but then other programs as well. Some of the key roles would include personalized learning, improved access to education, enhanced teaching methods for our teachers, and then even systems that can help develop our teachers better so they can be able to even give you better materials than what they're doing today. I mean, teachers do undergo continuous professional development, so we can have AI systems that can help them go through some of these. And in Africa, where we have a challenge with quality education, this is a tool that can really help us to move on. So when it comes to personalized learning, for instance, AI can analyze data to create individual learning paths for you as students. Now, imagine having an AI tool. When you go to class, you learn algebra, the teacher introduces you to algebra. You come back and then you tell the tool to maybe give you 10 sample questions with different levels of difficulty in algebra. And then within a few seconds, you have 10 questions, which you can use to, you can try them out so you can be able to prepare for your examination. You can, if there was a topic you did not understand in the algebra class, if there was some issue you could not get very clearly, you can talk to your AI tool and say, can you explain this to me? And then it will come in a step-by-step way, because your teacher may have had 1 hour or 2 hours, but now you are home with a tool. You can take your time and go through this gradually, so you'll be able to grasp the concept. And there are tools that are already in the market that are doing this, which you can use to study. So there's a tool called Masia. It's a software. Unfortunately, they are not free. That's the thing. A lot of work and resources go into developing some of these AI tools. So for some of them, you have to buy them. There are some that are free. if you know you are deficient in math, after your math class with your teacher, please actually replace our teachers. They come to complement what our teachers do. So after math class, you can go into your AI tool, and then whatever difficulty you had in your math class, algebra, calculus, name them, it can help you to be able to grasp those better. There are others like Dreambox, for instance. That more than math, it can even help you with your reading lessons as well. And we can provide virtual assistance to answer all the questions you have, and then to offer you some support in your studies. AI can also help with Google access. So for rural communities where we cannot reach them, we have marginalized people in rural communities that cannot be reached easily because they cannot come to school, we can have systems that can send the courses to them. All you need is a computer and an internet. And then in the rural community, you can start from a basic structure to understand mathematics, right? From the very basic right to the top. So there, you don't have a teacher. You have teachers. AI will complement what you do, but if you are in an area where you don't even have a teacher at all, AI can help you from the basics and then to get you to the top. In fact, now we can even have them in our native language. So there are systems that can help translate the mathematics right into your native language. I'm not sure yet how many Ghanaian languages. I know we've been doing something on campus with Ashanti language. Yes. I don't know yet of the other languages in Ghana, but yes, AI can easily translate some of these complex things into languages that you can easily understand. So a rural community person can begin to learn mathematics even in their own language. And then it can help us enhance teaching methods. This is typically for our teachers. They can provide some support to our students so that teachers can free up their time to do some of the other more complex tasks that we need to do. So for example, I grew up with an auntie who worked in GE, so I always had lesson notes, lesson activity, etc. So you can have an AI tool that you can just feed it with some minor information, and it can generate your lesson activity for you. Isn't that sweet? For the teachers, that's very sweet, isn't it? You just sit in the comfort of your home or in your office, as you do other things. This one generates, at least it can give you a draft lesson activity that you can edit for your students. In fact, it can even serve as a question generator, a quiz generator. So if within 30 minutes you realize, oh, I need to have a quiz with my math students, you just go, give me 10 questions that with this, that. Within a few seconds, you have AI giving you 10 quiz questions that you can have your students take, right? So, but remember, if you have access to the tool and you can generate the questions, your students can probably also generate the same, right? So, those are some of the issues that you have to grapple with in the future. And then it can even serve as a communication assistant for administrators, for instance. If you have to write a letter to parents telling them that Monday is a holiday and because of that you have to come to school in your pajamas, etc. Just tell AI, write a letter to parents telling them because of the holidays there will be no school on Monday. So AI will write it nicely and put in some very wonderful jargons, right? So the admin assistant just does that quickly, and then AI gives him a nice letter which you can just edit nicely and then send it off to you. Instead of sitting down and trying to crack the head on how to even start a letter is a problem, right? So those are some ways that it can help beyond students, even to teachers. In fact, it can even help us with grading, right? So when you finish a quiz or you finish an assignment, there are tools that can automatically grade these assignments and support teachers in what they do. It can be mathematics, it can be chemistry, it can be physics, name all the STEM courses. So for example, there's a grade scope that uses AI to grade written and multiple choice assignments. So you just feed all these into the tool, and then within just relax, take some tea, and you have everything graded nicely for you that you can use. Now this can make your life, your work less stressful. That's what it comes to do. Hopefully it doesn't mean, there are tools that can help teachers with their continuous professional development. So AI tools can be used to deliver professional development programs to teachers and then help them to acquire the skills they need to effectively integrate technology into the work that they do. So it's not just students, but teachers can also benefit immensely from what AI does. In the future, we hope to see more beautiful things coming out of AI. I mean, for example, you may have heard of quantum computing, where you can be able to do, perform large tasks within a small space because you have high computing power that you can use. And AI can be able to help us with collaborative research across different educational fields. I mean, for example, how do engineers and then medical scientists combine so we can be able to develop, some of the small tools that we need, some of the small medical devices we need in Ghana, for instance, and not import them from China or from India, right? So AI can support a collaboration between engineering and then the medical sciences to try to do some of these things. And we hope that we will be able to transform our research that is going to go into higher education and then our daily life as well as we go through our STEM education. There are some challenges that we may have to address as we go along. AI, it takes data, it learns from the data, and then it's able to then give you some output later. Okay, so let's say maybe they train the AI with some X-rays from Ethiopia, and maybe people from Ethiopia may have some peculiar characteristics different from Ghanaians. So it means that if you bring it to Ghana and you want to use it for Ghanaians, there may be some trouble in using, right? Because everything inside there is from Ethiopia. So there are some unique circumstances where some of these challenges could arise, and we'll have to find ways to address them. But it's also quite expensive developing these AI tools, and that's why you can't get all of them free to use because people invest resources into developing some of these tools. So I would like to conclude with some of the ethical issues that may come up. As you use these tools, they kind of pick some of your data, they pick your characteristics, they pick your behavior, etc. So we need to be sure that some of these things may not be given to people who may want to harm you, people out there who may want to harm you. So those are some of the issues that we need to take into consideration. There's accountability and transparency issues, and that's why at REAL we continue to emphasize responsible use of AI. We want to make sure that AI use is responsible. And there may be issues with jobs. I kept saying that AI shouldn't, they shouldn't replace your teachers, but they should complement what they do. But we don't know. In the future, as we go along, there may come a time when people may become so engrossed in AI that they may want to do away with their teachers. Because if you have a math tutor on your laptop that can teach you algebra from the beginning to the end, then why do I need my teacher? I might not even go to class again, right? Some people on campus here don't want to come to class because they may be able to use AI tools to get the concept, to grasp the concept of what is being taught in class. So those are some issues that we will have to look at. I want to say thank you very much for the opportunity to present this. I feel a bit emotional today. I have 4 books, and for the first time in my life, I wish I had a girl. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prof. Francis Kamato. No worries, all the girls here are there for your taking. You can have them as your daughters, right? So no emotions again. Or you don't want him to be your dad? Okay, then show him some appreciation. Okay, so we have learned see everybody who would want to ask a question so I know how to. All right, so we'll just take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I want it to be fairly represented. It looks like I'm having too many from the same school. So 2 from St. Monica's. I'll take 1 from Yasantua. You are from KNUST. Okay, so let's begin with you and I'll come.
Please, can you have our dignitaries on the stage so that...
Who is the director to the school as well? You mentioned your name.
something more better or more in a faster way. So So it's not for you to say, okay, because I have AI, I'm going to cross my legs and then, either snap your fingers and then things are done for you. But those are just enhancements to our livelihood as persons in existence. That's yes. So yes, you say AI has the bad side. If you look at some of these days, what happens on social media? Once upon a time, we didn't have that. We didn't have tools that you can sit at the comfort of your home and then with click of buttons, you are able to talk to someone as far as Europe and beyond. And because of that, people use those ways to do all sorts of things on social media that you and I know that under normal circumstances, they are not even supposed to even be said even among people to hear what the negative things are about. So I think that anytime we are presented with a tool, let's look at the good side of it and then make the best use of those tools. It's just to make your work faster. What would have taken you 10 minutes, probably because there's a tool that will enhance that work, it takes you like 2 seconds to do. Thank you. I hope that helps.
Thank you. So, Prof, I've now taken your next question.
Yeah, I think that's the first two were for me. The first one was, can girls do every engineering program? Yes. None of them is out of your reach. None of them is beyond you. You can do anything in engineering that you want. I remember when we were there, we had just, I think, civil, electrical, chemical, and mechanical. Now, when you go to KNUST, many other 17. And I think my university, we are now doing about 7. So you can do anything that you want. Some more academic and others more vocational. Maybe this question, a clear yes or no would come from the medical field, but from where I sit, you can do whatever you want to do, and you can actually do both. I know medical doctors who are sewing their own stuff, who are baking and selling and making a lot of money out of their baking business. Otherwise, you would have said that if you are a baker, then you cannot be a doctor. Or if you are an engineer, I have engineers who sew their own clothes, they do their own hair, they do everything. So I think that we shouldn't be quick to put each of us in different boxes. But what you tell yourself you can do, I believe you can do. It's a state of the mind. That's how I see it. But maybe the doctors will be able to tell us, maybe medically, there are some who are more vocationally inclined. But I believe that it's more your interest and what you seek to do, you should be able to do.
Thank you so much, Prof. And Prof. Francis, if you would like to add something to the AI question.
Yeah, I think you are right, and that's why, as I said, we in our lab we emphasize responsible use, we emphasize ethical issues. If you look at Africa, if you look at issues of AI now, that word responsible is always very important. If you globally now, responsible AI is stagnant, so we need to be more responsible with the use of AI, so that we don't make our lives become AI controlled, like what you see on the TV. I'm sure you watch a lot of AI movies. Yeah, I mean, we haven't developed any AI to that extent yet. I mean, there's a lot that is coming up, but we haven't reached it. But it behoves on us to not give our lives to AI, but to let it complement what we do. So that's why when we talk to you, we will alert you that there could be negative sides, but please be careful and don't let those negative sides catch up with you, but try to use the positives and then leave the negative. I mean, like almost everything in life, there are negatives and then positives. When we talk to you and then try to promote the positive sides to you, but then we want you also about the negative side so that they don't come back to you.
Thank you so much, Prof. So Prof. Fonjo will talk about what it takes to be part of Wistem.
Derailment if we but you see, we also need our brains AI will not develop itself. So that's just a to that. So the brain
Thank you, Prof.
To my young lady who asked about being a member of STEM. So currently, the membership of Wistem comprises of women, professional women who are in the areas of STEM, so science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But what we are looking at is to have STEM class for you in your various secondary schools. So very soon, watch out for that, okay? And once you are in the sciences, you can become a member.
Thank you very much. You have to be a woman to justify the level you want. We'll take the next set of questions from those at the back. Just 4. Round. And please hold the microphone close to your mouth so we can hear you. Okay, she wants to know if biomedical sciences and biomedical engineering or biomedical engineering are the same. Okay, so she wants to know how you deal with criticism as women taking higher roles and whether you are able to get any emotional support from anybody.
My question is, the ladies are give counseling. Here comes the kids, those are home, our family. They doing science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is expensive. We have that ability, that energy to be part, that the family are home, people are home, bring that discount. Even though they are the ones that should get that support and that fair support from them. So what are you going to educate them on the need, being a wisdom or having a wisdom within the family or home? Thank you.
Okay, so what do you tell our families who think that pursuing STEM is expensive? Or is there any support to help those who are really interested in pursuing STEM?
Last. I'm Maria Pan, and my question is, I want to know the program at the uni that deals with AI and the application assessment program. Thank you.
Okay. All right, I think that one was clear. So we take the response.
Okay, so I'll start with the last question. You said that what program is AI in mind? I think we have artificial intelligence at the bachelor level, Master Technical University. I'm sure KNUST also has computer engineering, and I think even electrical engineering. You can do electrical and still end up as in AI. We also have computer technology. They are all related. You asked entry requirements. That one is a bit difficult, but nothing beyond C6 in your core and in your electives. But when you come to the various universities, depending on how the students perform in that particular year, there could be slight changes. But I know KNUST publishes the entry requirements of the previous year on their websites, and that would always be a good guide to help you. Normally, for such courses, you are looking at grade 6, grade 7, maybe 8, depending. But it will be based on what happens in the WASI at the time the results are created. Yes. Biomedical science and biomedical engineering, similar, but not same. Yeah, one is a science, one is a yes, there was a question about what do we tell our families who think that pursuing STEM is expensive. Yes, pursuing STEM is or can be expensive, and that is how come we have a lot of scholarships, opportunities for funding available, especially for females that are pursuing STEM programs. If you come to Wistem Technical University, for instance, we have a partial constant STEM scholarship for those who are entering as freshmen and women. And no, not freshmen, fresh women. Yes, so there's a partial scholarship, and you are able to even enjoy it throughout your stay if you can maintain a certain level of minimum GPA. I'm sure KNUST, in fact, I've been seeing on my colleagues their status opportunities for sponsorship for STEM programs. But you see, even without a scholarship, when you look at what the future in STEM brings, that alone can serve as motivation for you to want to pursue a career in STEM. Because careers in STEM is rewarding, isn't it? Yeah, it's very rewarding. So how do they say, suffer to gain. So for a period, you may need to even look for. When I was a student, we had student loans that we used to support the little our parents were able to give us. And I think they still exist. You can have student financial services, etc. that you can go into. But let's go on to see you. STEM is lucrative. High rules. I just ignore it. I think that's the best way to deal with it. You see, you can't be criticized, but at the end of the day, you are who you are. The criticism does not change who you are. The only thing is that you should not also 100% ignore them when it's something constructive. That's why we have constructive criticisms and other criticisms. When it's constructive, it means that there's something you can do better, there's something you can do to change who you are and get better output. But if they just want to criticize for criticizing sake, then by all means ignore. Otherwise, the ones that are helping you do a better job, you take them wholeheartedly and you work on them.
I think on this one, I'm going to get it as
I just wanted to add on to what Prof said on there was a lady or a young lady who asked a question on biomedical scientists and then the biomedical engineers. So the biomedical scientist is a very broad area. In there you have medical laboratory sciences. You can have physiotherapists being biomedical scientists. You can have sonographers being biomedical scientists. So it's a broad area comprising a lot of professionals. And then you have the biomedical engineers. Now these biomedical scientists, in their day-to-day running or in their work, their profession, they use a lot of machines. So often it is a biomedical engineer who would sort of manufacture these machines. And when they are faulty, work on them to make sure that they can also achieve what they intend to achieve. So that's how the differences in the two different classifications. I hope that helps. I think on the issue of criticisms, Prof has said, very often you shouldn't turn a deaf ear. Some of them are very helpful. In Q, we say, Yocha Asano, Onise and Chiacha. Very often when you are leading, you often may not know that you may be doing something wrong. And so, some people may not be able to come to you directly and say, but somehow you get to hear. So, you take on these criticisms and then work on them. A lot of them help you to become a better person. Okay? But in all
sometimes you want to ignore. But I'll say that as a woman leader, you need to take a step and say, okay, why are they always saying this? Why do I keep getting this? Sometimes it's hard for you to accept that what they are saying is actually true about you. But if you take a step and then just probably replay or re-echo what have been said or what you are doing or who you are, you can just make the best out of it. So take whatever they are telling you and then make the sense out of it and move on. But I always tell myself and other people that I engage that always remember why you started. If you know why you started, then there's no word or says or any other thing that is coming from people that will make you feel that this is the end of it. I'm not going to do it because they say science is for guys or science is for this particular group of people. Always remember why you started so you can have that energy, that self-energy to keep moving on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And on that note, let's give a big round of applause to our panelists. Indeed, they've done so well, and I'm sure we are empowered and we can do it. So turn to the lady sitting by you and tell her, you can do it. You can do it. See you at the top. 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 Very well.
Great. So know why you started and keep going. You had other questions. So kindly write the questions. I'll take them. I'll give the questions to our panelists for their responses, and we'll put them on a common platform that you can access. Okay, so don't feel sad if you didn't get the opportunity to ask your question. Again, there will be a session on admission requirements, entry requirements for various programs. Okay, so you'll be informed when that time comes. A big round of applause to yourselves. Would you want to do a Chinese while seated? All right. Or you want to do upstanding?
I think it should be allowed.
You want to say it?
Yes. Oh.
Okay. All right. So let's start. Ready? Go. No. I think you have to stand.
Exactly. Let's be on our feet.
Stand. Yes. You have to stand because you have been sitting
Everybody
for a while.
On your feet.
And the energy you were using to do that wasn't encouraging at all. Okay, so we are doing this with the swag.
Yes.
With the attitude we can gather as girls of STEM. Okay? Right. So let's test now. Ready? Go. Let's do it one more time, please. One more time before you sit. Ready? Go. Excellent.
Wonderful.
I'm now seeing the vigor and the energy. It's time to hear from our kind sponsors and our invited guests. Okay, and I would want to begin by calling on Info Security to speak to us in a minute, maximum. Is Info Security here? Yes. Let's welcome him as he comes down. You see,
Round of applause.
the room is female dominated, so if the men are coming and you don't, you see, they will feel.
Round of applause, please, before he comes on stage.
Right. So we are taking the messages in maximum 1 minute.
Hi, good morning, awesome ladies, and maybe to the few men around us. My name is Prince from Virtual InfoSec Africa. So we are a cybersecurity firm. We are licensed by the Cybersecurity Authority of Ghana as a Tier 1 service provider, and delivering a short goodwill message for this event. We are honored to have been invited to celebrate the 5th anniversary of Wistem, and we extend our heartfelt congratulations to everyone involved in this incredible journey. The theme for this year, Investing in Girls Through STEM Education, resonates deeply with our mission and we are proud to stand alongside you in advocating for the future where girls are empowered through science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Over the past 5 years, Wistem has not only inspired young minds, but has also made a tangible difference in the lives of countless girls who now see the endless possibility that STEM offers. Your dedication to fostering an inclusive environment where young girls can thrive and excel in these fields is truly commendable. We recognize the challenges faced in breaking barriers and changing perceptions, and we applaud your unwavering commitment to this cause. As an information security firm, we understand the critical role and diversity and inclusive play in driving innovation and addressing the complex challenges of today's world. Investing in girls through STEM education is not just a moral imperative, but also a strategic one that will shape the future of industries across the globe. We are committed to supporting this vision by continuing to provide resources, mentorship, and opportunities for the next generation of women leaders in technology. Once again, congratulations on this remarkable milestone. We look forward to celebrating with you and continue our partnership to inspire, empower, and uplift girls through STEM education. Together, we can create a future where every young girl has the opportunity to reach her full potential. Thank you. So just to add up, we have a stand outside, so during your break time, you can pass through. We have some goodies for you as well. Thank you very much.
Let's give it up once more for Info Security. Thank you so much for the support. The next on the list, we have Rail. Rail. Okay. To be done by Dr. Mrs. Eunice Akocho. Sorry.
So on behalf of our principal investigator and scientific director, in the person of Professor Jerry John Ponyo and the entire staff of REAL, we say Ayiko to Wistem GH. You've done very well. And then bravo to all the teachers and the students who happen to be part of this 5th year celebration of Wistem Girls Camp. And at REAL, we have women at heart. Based on that, we have 2 thematic areas for women. That is women in technology, that is the one I'm leading. And then we have the inclusivity officer as well. And these are all geared towards increasing women participation in STEM. Or are you not clapping for us? And based on this interest, we affirm our support to continuously be partners with Girls Camp. And we know every year you see us, and this year we have 6 projects, how we want to impart you in the field of technology. So the project is about technology. And I love the question about the science, the difference between the science and then engineering. In engineering, what we do is to apply the science and mathematics to give you a solution in technology and a product. All right, so ours is application. So you learn the fundamentals, the theories and the principles, and then we make it come to life with a tangible project or a product. Are we not proud of us? So those girls that have been selected for the REAL project will take you to our site that is uphill here. And we believe that during the tour to the lab tour, we will receive all of you. You are all welcome to REAL. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mrs. Eunice Akocho. All right, so REAL is stuck with us. So long as Girls Camp lives, REAL is there to support, right? Yes. You have signed the bond. Okay, and it's sealed. All right. So the next is Professor Mrs. Anne Dodu, who is the Director for the Center for Gender and Advocacy, all the way from Takrady Technical University. Oh, let's welcome her better.
Just 1 minute of your time.
Yes.
Dear future innovators and scientists, on behalf of Takrady Technical University, I extend our unwavering support to all of you engaging in the transformative journey of STEM education. The theme, Accelerating Progress, Investing in Girls Through STEM Education, resonates deeply with our commitment to empowering young women like you to become the leaders, scientists, mothers, innovators of tomorrow. We at TTU believe that when girls are given the tools, education and encouragement they need, they can achieve anything. We are dedicated to supporting your journey, ensuring that you have the resources and mentorship to succeed in STEM fields. And I also remind you that if you are tired of being in Ashanti region, you can come to Wistem. And you are always welcome. Remember, every experiment, every problem solved, and every new discovery you make is a step towards a future where women in STEM lead the way. We stand with you in solidarity, ready to support your ambitions and celebrate your achievement. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So very soon we'll be going to the Western region, I'm sure. So next on the list we have Stanbic Bank, and they have been supporting for the past 3 years. Let's appreciate them before he even comes on stage to help us. So any representative from Stanbic Bank, please, let's hear you. Okay, Mrs. Aya is giving us the presentation.
Thank you so much. I don't think that we even need to say it, but you should feel it. That Stanbic is in here with you. Yes, as one of our corporate social responsibilities, we are so passionate about education and then youth empowerment. And as part of the education is where STEM comes in. That we are very deliberate in pushing to close the gap that has been created. I don't know where it was created from, but that gap that has been created, that the sciences are for some group of people, and then the ladies are probably somewhere. We want to close the gap, so we are in this with you. Yes.
Thank you very much, Aya. Do you feel that Stanbic is here to stay? Yes. Do you feel Stanbic is here to stay? Yes. Then say yeah, yeah. Yeah. And give Stanbic a Chinese appreciation. Thank you so much. It is sealed. It is sealed. All right. Okay, so last but not least, the only head amongst us. She holds this program so dear to her heart. Anytime we ask for any support, she's more than willing to. Let's welcome the head of Kumasi Girls, Mrs. Adelia Powers, to speak to us.
Ahima. Ahima.
Always faithful.
Ahima. Pop G's.
Hi.
Pop G's.
Hi.
Pop G's. The sky is our limit. Sure. Don't be surprised that I have given 2 slogans. I was earlier with Prince of Peace Girls Senior High School, and currently I am with Kumasi Girls Senior High School. All protocol duly acknowledged. Good day. Indeed, today is a day that has to be celebrated and then also be kept on record. And women have achieved a lot. I was wondering, you had a chance to ask questions. But some questions made me believe that right from the arrival of why you came here today, you've shot it dead. If you are questioning that, yes, I can, is it true that everybody can? Yes, everyone is capable. Some women have done it. When you look at Lovelace Ada, or Lovelace Ada, she was the first woman as a computer programmer. Down to Marie Curie, whose pioneering research on radioactivity won her 2 Nobel Prizes. And so it tells you that women are with the sciences and they are the forefront long, 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 long time ago. And so to be able to do this as a young woman, you have to be curious. You need to be innovative. And you have to persevere so you can also do what others have done. Despite these remarkable achievements, women remain underrepresented in STEM fields. This is not due to lack of ambition or lack of talent, but often due to systemic barriers and biases. So it is crucial that we work together towards creating an environment where every young woman will feel empowered to pursue passions and has the opportunity to contribute her unique perspectives. So as students gathered here today, you have the power to break down these barriers, embrace curiosity, and support each other. So as you have come, mingle with others. Don't just move with your colleagues that you came from same school. Mingle with others positively. Share better practices that are happening in your schools and not how you can use AI negatively. Since some of you were trying, now if you go to TikTok and other social media handles, you see a lot of vices going on in some schools. And you are girls, so permit me to say that girls scaling walls, girls kissing, and girls boldly advertising themselves that they are lesbians and they are kissing at this tender age. Don't go back and use your IT or AI in that direction, but rather use yours positively, because the future of science and technology depends on diverse voices and perspectives. Let us be inspired by the women who came before us and committed to making STEM fields welcoming and inclusive for everyone. Together, we can drive innovation and create a more equitable world for ourselves. And so, as you have heard a lot today, at the end of the week, go back as torchbearers to enlighten the path of younger generations so that we can sustain the dream of women in STEM. Thank you.
I remember Mrs. Powers, she was my house mistress when I was in Yasantua, and she was a disciplinarian. When you hear Mrs. Powers from the first floor, you hear everybody is running. You need to be in composure. So let's give it up for Mrs. Powers once more. Okay. So all too soon, we've come to the end of the program, and I am inspired, and I'm sure you've been inspired and empowered. And yes, you can do it. So it's time to hear the vote of thanks, and it will be done by Dr. Mrs. Ya Asantua Ose. Let's give it up for her. Keep clapping till she comes on stage.
Wow. Hello. Oh, hello. Hi. It's just so brilliant and an honor to be here once again. 5 years ago, we were in this same auditorium starting Girls Camp, running around, didn't even know what we were doing. But we are so glad that this is how far God has brought us. This afternoon is an honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizers of this beautiful 5th edition of Wistem Girls Camp. Today's event marks a significant step towards empowering young girls to explore their potential in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. First, we want to thank the Almighty God for making the dream of this year's camp a reality. We extend our warmest appreciation to our Vice Chancellor, our own mother, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosia Dixon, for agreeing to chair this occasion for us. We also appreciate all the support her noble office has given the Girls Camp till date. If you care to know all the food you are eating, the bill is on her. Oh, we just have to take it around the house. We also want to thank Ms. Bell Janet Ribero Adi for doing us the honors as our keynote speaker. To Prof. Mrs. Abna Obriebwa, Mrs. Aya Aite, and Prof. Francis Kemaso for taking time off your busy schedules to grace this occasion and share your thoughts with us. We could not have done this without many individuals and organizations' general support and dedication. We want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our sponsors, whose unwavering support has made this camp possible. Thank you for your vision and commitment to advancing education and for believing in the power of girls to shape the future of STEM. Your contributions have indeed laid a foundation for this program. We are deeply appreciative to Stanbic Bank, Virtual InfoSec, National Petroleum Authority, Real KNUST, Solar Taxi, Mensin Gold BBNE, Tema Foundation, College of Science. This auditorium that we are sitting in, I guess it is because the provost gave this space to us. Please, a round of applause to our provost, College of Science. Faculty of Pharmacy, Professor Deborah Dean of Allied Health, KNUST. Songsis, to all Wistem GH members, dear ladies, we know we did K2ABN, so thank you for your generous contributions. And those who have not done it, please, we are still waiting. The Momo line is very active. Thank you for donating. We are also very grateful to all our partners and collaborators for your time and expertise in helping us organize this event. Oh, to our excellent team of volunteers. You can see a lot of beautiful ladies running around, trying to make sure you are okay. Yesterday, they were in their jeans and their t-shirts, and big sisters were around. Please, a round of applause to all our volunteers. We know that your tireless efforts behind the scenes have ensured the success of this event. Your dedication is deeply appreciated. This camp would not have come together without you. To the various heads of our secondary schools and their teachers, we want to say thank you. Where would this camp be if the girls were not here? So please, a round of applause to our head teachers and our teachers who are here with us. Another thank you to our media partners. We know that you are carrying this far. We will see it on television, we will see it on social media, and maybe next year we'll start receiving applications that people want to come and join Girls Camp. And maybe we have to start doing payments and come. Yes, because people really want to come. So we know our media partners will help us with that. We also want to acknowledge our college accountant. She's doing all the due diligence to make sure that we get money. So Mrs. Katrina Akwa, thank you so much for all your help. Oh, please, a round of applause to her. Otherwise, you will people. Wow, and to finally, our participants, a round of applause to yourself. We know that you are the heart and soul of this event. We are excited to witness your enthusiasm, curiosity, which I have actually witnessed this morning, the questions that were coming. I think we are going to have a lot of interesting thoughts after here. Your passion for learning throughout this camp. Remember that the future is yours to shape. And we hope this experience sparks a lifelong interest in STEM fields. Thank you once again for all your contributions, support, and encouragement. Together, we will indeed inspire generations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mrs. Yasantua Osei. I don't know if we should even close. I wish this would go on and on and on, right? So know that you can do it. Yes, you can. It's a take-home message, all right? We are charged to keep we have. On that score, we would all get up and sing our camp song for the last time, reminding ourselves that we are the change we want to see in the future. And so we must align to make sure that happens. You remember how the camp song goes? Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. Arise, the change is in you. Okay, so ready, go. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. One more time. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. We are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a motherland. We are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a motherland. Great. We are actually the center of the change. Please, you can have your seat. We will take the closing prayer, and after that, all of us will go out and have our photographs. But right after, we are coming back to take a presentation on entry requirements. Okay, what you have to consider when you are interested in pursuing certain programs so that we don't have it wrong. Who would want to close us with an... Okay, your hand was first. She wants to close us with a prayer. From Agogo State, right? Great. All the way from Agogo, Asante Achem. Give it up, give it up. So right after, we are moving out for the group photographs.
Please, we are praying. El Shaddai is my name, no like me, he is so amazing. As we are about to go to our our mothers have taught us, our teachers have taught us, Lord God, glory and absolute control as we go our way and explore and experience the best in us. There are more that God will do for us, and we know you have done many. Lord God, we commit each of them who has spoken, who told us so much, that we are so grateful for what you did for us. We appreciate Father Lord, we thank you so much in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So we'll be having a photography session and it will be done in here. So we'll be on our feet, the cameramen will be here, and they'll take it from this angle. So let's be on our feet.
So we are taking some of the photographs here, and then we'll take the next session. Afterwards, we'll go out and have the area okay.
Wistem.
Together we inspire generation.
Wistem.
Together we inspire generation.
Indeed, together we inspire generation. So you're about to take the pictures. Give us your best smiley face, okay? So cheese.